This is just a quick rundown on the add-on pack for the Succubus wings. Um, it's basically a set of attachments and some morphs to get the character to look like more like a succubus. Now this works for both Genesis 8 male and female, and will basically be in the same directory. So we're just doing the Genesis 8 male one in this one. So it'll come under your anatomy directory. It'll come under Midnights, and there'll be a Succubus directory under Midnight Stories. Now I found the easiest let's see, the best way to load this is to make sure that you have Genesis 8 selected. Come back to your content directory. You can load all these separately, one by one if you wish, but the easiest way to load this is basically just to click on the SB Succubus to load it. So it's just a one click. Now what that'll do, it'll bring the hips up so it's zero with the floor. It'll load the hooves. It'll trigger off the morphs for the legs and the hooves. It'll also have as you can see, like a morph for the horns that'll trigger off, and the ears will trigger off as well. And it'll add a tail. The tail isn't a geographed tail, it's just an ordinary attachment. Only the hooves are a geographed. What else can I show you? The tail comes with several dials. You can select that, and there'll be like a pose tab on there, which you can several different poses you can use. Few S-bends, S-bend sides, and of course you can combine them with the others. Now in the scene, like these are attached to the different links on the tail, but if you go to the base tail, you'll get a few more options on there, like let's see, tail length, so you can make the tail a bit longer. Probably that's a bit of an extreme one, but it'll still work reasonably well. Thicken, you can either make it thinner or thicker as well. So and that's on the actual tail itself. On the base one, you get those extra dials in there. The rest of them, you'll just, as you see, you'll lose those, and you just have the bend dials there. The textures for the tail actually come from mapped to the legs of your character. So whatever it's only the UVs, of course. You'll have to copy and paste whatever texture you've got on the character. Now I've let's just so for me the easiest way to let's just show you a shape, how I would do a shape. You'd select your main character, go into shaping, we'll say let's try underbelly. Now underbelly has a slight error with the horns. Okay, so I've put in a little there's a posing posing directory there, so select your horns and just double click those and then he'll be good. He'll be good. The horns will be good to go. Now I've only done it on the front horns. There is a set of side horns as well, which you can play around with a few dials on that to raise and lower them as you see fit. So you can let's just hide these guys for now. So I do have a reverse where you can just reverse the horns around with that, and you can move them up and down. There'll be move them in and out, you know, type of things like that. Scale, well, I only put, if you really want to do the big devil ones, I guess you can, or the really small ones. So, and that's basically just an ordinary set of horns that sits on top. So we'll just hide those. And as you can see, these are the morphs that automatically come on. You've got a HD morph for the horns and just an ordinary morph for the ears. Now you can switch those on here. You can just turn off the horn. Make sure you have Genesis 8 selected, of course. So you can turn the horn details off. You can turn off the ears as well, or put them back on. Now I do have like when you're posing this guy, the actual the bones for the lower leg is attached to the foot, and occasionally probably more than often, most posers will put them in a funny position. So all this does is just basically zero the make sure you have, again, make sure you you have him selected, and then you'll come back and just zero the pose out, and it'll put these back to where they are. Sometimes they'll be off in funny directions, and that'll just help make it easier to pose yourself. There is a bit of give and take sort of in them. I left it as much as I thought you could get away with. and then just click on your, whoops, where are we? That's strange. That should be working. I don't know. We'll fix that up, obviously. Now, I've included some hierarchy materials with this as well. So if you come down to your, as you can see, there's quite a few there that I've made up for you. Obviously, you need to have the character that's listed there. Obviously I can't provide the textures because Daz owns those. So, and what you would do is you just double click on that and it preloads it, and it for the tail, the hooves. So, and I've got, yeah, quite a few there for the male, and it's the same thing with the female if you want to do that as well. Will it work on 8.1? Yes, to a certain degree, I will say that. We'll load say Torment, and just go through the how you would just add the hooves to it. So we'll just go up to Genesis 8 characters. We'll just load up Torment. So we've loaded up Torment. We've got make sure he's selected, and what we'll do is we'll add the hooves onto him. So we'll just double click that, and as you can see, the default texture actually is Genesis 8 male, you know, just the base texture for it. So make sure you've got Tenant selected, Torment selected, and we'll go to materials, and I think this is the only one I've got for Genesis 8.1. The rest you'll just have to copy the legs and paste it onto there. So just double click it, and it'll load the materials as is. What else? And of course the wings will conform. So that's about all I think you need to know about it. And I hope you enjoy using it. And just remember, it's for both male and female are all in the one pack. Thanks.